My name is Jackie Lithgow. I was assaulted. I went to Bloomsburg University 2013, and at Bloomsburg University I went to a closed fraternity party, and at that party there were some kids who came to the party and they wanted to cause trouble, and I was trying to be the mediator, and I tried to break it up, and I tried to stop it, and I went up to this kid. After that, he punched me, and I got sucker punched in the head, and I fell back, and I hit the concrete, and it ended up that my skull fractured, and I had to get life flighted to Geisinger at Bloomsburg, and then from there I had multiple surgeries, and I had multiple complications with the injury.
When we got to the hospital, we knew that Jackie was in pretty bad shape. We were met by a chaplain and a social worker. Immediately went up to the intensive care unit, and not more than probably half an hour later, it was necessary for Jackie to have major surgery, which ultimately turned into 2 major surgeries. Ended up staying at the first hospital for 6 weeks, and then had investigated inpatient rehabs. We knew Jackie was going to take a long time to get better. He had been in a coma for 15 days. He woke up from that and obviously wasn't speaking, wasn't eating, had the a tracheotomy, and was on the vent for a while, but then was just on the trach with oxygen. Had all kinds of tubes and wires, feeding tube for a really long time. And
after I got better, well, not better, yeah, after I got, to the point where I could do rehab, I was in rehab and hospital for 9 months, and I was in the hospital in and out of Jefferson Hospital, and then I was at McGee for 6 months.
We were celebrating so many things, and we really thought Jackie looked phenomenal. Now again, if you would have walked into McGee, and if you knew Jackie before and you looked at Jackie, you would have thought, wow, like this kid is never gonna walk, never gonna be the same. And Jim and I just refused. We have our faith strengthened, and we wanted to just continue to research and get him better and better.
After I went to McGee, I finally came home, and that's when things started ramping up, and I started doing therapies at Hershey Medical Center Outpatient Rehab Center, and I did that for a year, and along with that I did Aqua therapy, which really helped me, and it helped me in the way that I was in my wheelchair to start, and they would wheel me into the pool. It kind of felt like I could walk again, and that was a feeling that I hadn't felt since my injury. And it was, I remember I came up to my mom after the one time of therapy sessions, and I said, "Mom, it feels like I can walk again." And it was just so amazing to me to know that you could get in a pool and it could take off the relief of your body, like your body mass and everything, and you could feel like you could walk again when I really couldn't walk.
When Jackie was initially injured, the doctor at the first hospital we were at told us that his injury and recovery was going to be a marathon, not a sprint. So we started to do a lot of different research, and some of that research was not only on the type of illness, like the TBI, but also on how can we help, what all can we do. And so that research included looking at different therapies. And so Jackie had the traditional therapies, OT, which is occupational therapy, physical therapy, recreational therapy, speech therapy, because he had to learn how to walk and talk and speak, all of that all over again. But the one therapy that we looked at, which was a little bit outside the box, was aqua therapy. And so the more we researched it, Jim looked into it a lot, and we thought it would be a really good thing. And as I was talking to my friend, she said, hey, she knows this place called the HydroWorx Center in Middletown, and they do aqua therapy. So we called, found out from a friend called HydroWorx Center, and came in and talked to Allison for our first intake meeting with her. And after that, it was history. I mean, we just didn't stop. The benefits were just amazing.